Have you ever felt that there's more within you? More strength? More clarity? More power? Welcome to Voice of Book channel, where we unlock the wisdom hidden in powerful books. In today's video, we're diving into 5 transformative insights from the book, The Power Within. These aren't just lessons, they're keys to unlocking your true potential. Whether you're seeking success, inner peace, or personal growth, this video is for you. So get ready to awaken the power that already lives inside you. Part 1. Love yourself. Loving yourself is the beginning of every meaningful journey in life. It's the first step that not only helps us build better relationships with others, but also connects us deeply with our own inner self. Many people think that love is something we only give to others, but the truth is, unless we learn to love ourselves, we can never truly love anyone else. When a person starts loving themselves, they begin to understand who they really are. They recognize their flaws and work on them, and they celebrate their strengths. Self-love doesn't mean becoming arrogant or self-centered. It means acknowledging your own worth and treating yourself with the respect you deserve. At every stage of life, we make decisions. Some lead to success, others to failure. A person who loves themselves forgives their failures, learns from them, and stands up again. They don't see their mistakes as a reason to hate themselves, but as lessons to grow from. This mindset makes them stronger from the inside. Such a person is less affected by what others say because they know their real value lies within, not in someone else's opinion. They take responsibility for their own happiness. They don't wait for the world to make them feel special. They know that their happiness starts from within. People who love themselves take care of their mental, emotional, and physical health. They give themselves time, choose peace, and understand their needs. They know that if they are exhausted, broken, or lost, they can't truly help others. That's why they prioritize themselves, not out of selfishness, but out of wisdom. Society often teaches us that making others happy is most important. But how can you make others happy if you're not happy yourself? Self-love is the foundation on which strong relationships are built, good decisions are made, and a balanced life is lived. Loving yourself is a lifelong journey. It's about learning, healing, and growing every day. Sometimes you need to forgive yourself, sometimes you need to comfort yourself, and sometimes you just need to remind yourself that you are enough, just as you are. Remember, you didn't come into this world by accident. You have value, you have a purpose, and you have a light that only you can shine. That light can only shine when you accept yourself, understand yourself, and love yourself. So today, make a promise to yourself. Don't ignore your heart. Talk to yourself kindly, celebrate who you are, and every time you look in the mirror, smile and say, I love you. Part 2. Embrace positive thinking. One of the greatest powers a person possesses is the power of thought. The way we think shapes the world around us. If we always look at things negatively, life begins to feel heavy, difficult, and hopeless. But when we choose to think positively, that same life starts to feel beautiful, full of hope, and filled with possibilities. Embracing positive thinking is a conscious decision. It's not magic. It's a continuous process of training our minds to find the good, learn from every situation, and move forward. Negative thinking holds us back, fills us with fear, and crushes our confidence. Positive thinking, on the other hand, gives us courage, shows us solutions, and strengthens us from within. When we change our thoughts, we begin to realize that no matter how hard our circumstances are, we can face them with a better attitude. Positive thinking teaches us that every failure carries a lesson. Every dark moment is followed by light, and every challenge has the potential to make us wiser and stronger. Thinking positively doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means facing reality with hope. It means telling yourself, yes, this is hard, but I'll get through it. I'll learn from it, and I'll grow. People who think positively feel a unique strength within themselves. They are grateful for small victories and patient during tough times. They don't fear setbacks because they believe that every day is a fresh chance to try again. To embrace positive thinking, we need to develop certain habits, such as starting the day with gratitude, looking in the mirror and smiling at ourselves, writing down our thoughts, letting go of negative beliefs and limiting thoughts, We also need to protect our minds from toxic influences like constant complaining, negative people, or environments that pull us down. Either we avoid such negativity or train ourselves not to absorb it. When we begin each day with positive intentions, over time, confidence, peace, and joy start growing inside us. Our personality begins to shine, and others enjoy being around us because we radiate good energy. Remember, your thoughts are like seeds. Whatever seed you plant in your mind will grow into the fruit of your life. If you plant seeds of negativity, you'll grow doubt, fear, and sadness. But if you plant seeds of positivity, you'll grow hope, strength, and happiness. So make a decision today. I will change my mindset. I will choose to see the good. I have the power to transform my negative thoughts into positive ones. Because when your thoughts are positive, the entire universe begins to respond positively to you. Part 3. Forgive yourself. One of the most powerful steps on the path to inner peace is learning to forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. We've all said things we regret, made choices we wish we could change, and taken actions we're not proud of. But holding on to guilt and regret only builds a wall around our hearts. It keeps us from healing, from growing, and from moving forward. Forgiveness is often seen as something we offer others, but true healing begins when we offer it to ourselves. When you forgive yourself, you're not saying that your mistakes were okay. You're saying that you deserve a second chance, just like anyone else. Many people carry the weight of their past for years. They let one moment, one decision, define their entire life. But the truth is, you are more than your worst mistake. You are a human being, learning, growing, and evolving. You deserve compassion, especially from yourself. When you begin to forgive yourself, you open the door to self-acceptance. You start understanding that every mistake was a part of your journey, a lesson that shaped you into who you are today. Without those lessons, you wouldn't have the strength, the wisdom, or the awareness you now carry. Forgiving yourself also means letting go of the need for perfection. You accept that you won't always get it right. And that's okay. It's okay to stumble. It's okay to fall. What matters is that you rise again, with love, patience, and understanding for yourself. When you live in guilt, you live in the past. But when you forgive yourself, you bring yourself back to the present. You give yourself permission to grow. You give yourself space to breathe. Inner peace comes when we stop fighting with our past and start embracing our future. And the only way to do that is by letting go, gently, kindly, and completely. Here's the truth. You can't change what happened, but you can change how you carry it. You can learn, you can grow, and you can choose to be better, starting today. So take a deep breath, look in the mirror, and say, I forgive you, I accept you, I believe in you. Because real strength isn't pretending to be perfect, it's accepting your flaws and choosing to rise above them. Part 4. Freedom from fear and guilt. At some point in our lives, we all experience fear and guilt. These emotions can significantly affect our mental peace. Fear and guilt become burdens that weigh down our hearts, making us feel weak and helpless. But when we recognize these emotions and decide to free ourselves from them, we can rediscover our inner strength. Fear is a natural response meant to protect us from danger or harm. However, when fear becomes excessive, it can limit our decisions, hinder the direction of our lives, and prevent us from pursuing our dreams. Fear keeps us from moving forward, causes us to doubt our abilities, and makes us miss opportunities for success in life. Guilt, too, is an emotion that can paralyze us from within. It makes us feel as though we have done something wrong and that we need to pay for it somehow. But when guilt lingers, it becomes a burden on our mind and heart, preventing us from enjoying the happy moments of our lives. It's crucial to free ourselves from these emotions because as long as we allow fear and guilt to live within us, we will remain uneasy, unable to tap into our full potential. To free ourselves from fear, we must learn to face it. It isn't an easy process, but once we confront our fears, we realize they are often not as large as we imagined. Each time we move past fear, we become stronger. To do so, we must recognize the courage within ourselves and trust that we can face any challenge that comes our way. To free ourselves from guilt, the first step is to forgive ourselves. When we forgive ourselves, we find peace in our hearts. We must understand that we are all human, and making mistakes is part of the process. Even so, we are capable of learning and improving. Both fear and guilt limit our inner power. Once we free ourselves from these emotions, we can recognize our true potential and reach new heights in life. Remember, when you release the weight of fear and guilt, you feel like a new person, confident, at peace, and ready to embrace every moment of life. So, make the decision today. I will face my fears, and I will forgive myself for my guilt. I am free from these emotions, and I will see my life in a new light. Part 5. Expression of creative abilities. Inside all of us lies a creative potential, whether it is in the form of art, music, writing, or some other expression. However, many of us fail to acknowledge or hesitate to express our creativity. We often think our ideas aren't good enough, or that we are not skilled enough to create something valuable. The truth is, creativity is a natural ability, and expressing it not only enriches our lives, but also brings us a sense of purpose and joy. Recognizing creative abilities is a process where we discover the hidden beauty within ourselves. These creative abilities are meant to inspire new ideas, help us find solutions to life's challenges, and encourage us to live each day in a fresh way. When we recognize our creative potential, we unlock new doors of opportunity and possibility. Expression of creativity is not limited to art or music. Creativity can be seen in your thoughts, your writing, or in your daily actions. When you create something new, whether it's a beautiful painting, a powerful essay, or a unique solution, you are bringing your inner world to the outside and showing the world a new perspective. Expressing creative abilities brings purpose to life. When you create, you feel like an important part of something bigger. It not only helps you recognize your abilities, but also gives you the sense that your every action is a part of a larger picture. Happiness is also connected to the expression of creativity. When you free your creativity, you experience an inner peace and joy that cannot be found elsewhere. It's not just the satisfaction of creating something new, but also the feeling of discovering and living through your true self in a new way. The expression of creative abilities allows us to better understand ourselves and find our place in the world. It brings joy, peace, and a sense of purpose to our lives. Therefore, never hold back your creativity. Express it fully. Remember, every person's creativity is unique. What you create is your own, and within it lies your personal power and beauty. Every new idea or creation you bring into the world adds more joy and peace to your life. Decide today, I will express my creative abilities. I will bring my inner beauty to the outside, and I will make life new and fulfilling through my creative acts. And that wraps up the 5 powerful lessons from The Power Within. Remember, your greatest strength doesn't come from the outside world. It rises from within. Master it, trust it, and let it lead your life. If this video inspired you, make sure to subscribe to Voice of Book channel for more life-changing content. Hit the like button, share your favorite point in the comments, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a moment of inspiration. Until next time, keep discovering, keep growing, and always believe in the power within you.